Hi, Floss Tube. It's Megan. Megan be stitching, which I have been doing a lot. Um, yes, my hair is wet. I just got out of the shower, and it's dark because it's almost 10:30 at night. But I was determined to get a floss tube in today. I don't know if you've watched Marie Kondo or heard about Marie Kondo. Everybody's doing the Kondo, and I'm doing that over at my mom's house, and so I just got back from, let's see, I went over there about 5, I think we left about 5:20, me and the kids, and had dinner over there. My dad had made us some sourdough pancake batter with bananas and walnuts. It was delicious. So we had that, and then we've done a lot of the house. So the kids go and play with my niece, and my mom and I started working in the living room. And so there's some high areas that are quite dusty, even though we do it about once a year. We dust that high area, but it still gets really dusty. So I was dusty from head to foot. So late night shower, which I usually don't do because I prefer to let my hair air dry and not get sick. So anyway, you got the wet hair me. Hello to everyone who's new. Welcome to those who've been here before. Glad you're back for more fun. I'm loving all the comments. I'm trying to respond to all of them, and it's just really fun. I'm just starting to get new people on my Floss Tube watch list. Just keeps going like this, and then maybe go like this, and then it'll go like this, and then it might go like this, and then yeah. So many to watch. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to try to catch up with all that. There's a lot. Okay, so because it's so late and because I went to get to bed, gotta love it. Gotta get up, get kids ready for school. Well, one kid ready for school, the other two ready for daycare, but the other ready for school as well, because he goes to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And tomorrow's Thursday, so therefore, oh yeah, today is Wednesday, May 1st. And for all of those of you wonderful stitchers who join in the chaos, first day of Maynia. So very exciting. So I'll start out with showing what I had worked on. I did post in Maynia, of course. So I did the tiny decisions wheel on my phone. Just put in all 31 starts that I wanted to do and hit the little wheel. And the first one that came up was Mirabilia Lady Justice. And I'm doing her on a fabric flare. And it's the Gold Stars on Blue Wash. And I love this fabric because there's glitter on it, but you can stitch through the glitter without problem. So it's beautiful. So that's how far I got. And you can see, get that up close. There you go. You can see where I stitched through the star right there. Yeah, no problem at all. So easy to do. I love GoodWorks fabrics. So, you know, and Cindy's back from her London trip, so yep, I think I might be going back up there on, actually I am planning on going back up there on Friday. So, get to play in more fabrics, or whatever else Cindy needs me to do. It's basically just, I show up and say, what do you want me to do? Put me to work. And I just do whatever she says for the day. So that was Maynia start number 1. Ugh, not enough room on this table. So then, did the tiny decision wheel again. And what it came up with for start number 2, so I'll be starting this one tomorrow, is Bella Filipina, which Cindy is also carrying now, which I'm so excited about. Aquamarina. I love her. Yeah. So, it's hard to tell, but this ring right here, this was my 16th birthday. This was the present from my dad. Well, actually, both my dad and my mom. But my dad actually designed this ring. So it's white gold, 6 diamonds, and then this middle stone is an aquamarine. So that's my birthstone. And so this was a present for my 16th birthday. So I love, if it has aquamarine, I love it. So, had to get this. And I'm doing her on hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie. It's a Jobelin 32 count in Iris. This beautiful purple blue sea-esque fabric. I know, I think she's gonna be, isn't she gonna be absolutely gorgeous on that? Look at that. I actually might do her exactly like that too. I like that splash of white down there, kind of by her tail. Yeah. Anyway, so I will start her tomorrow for day 2, and she'll go in my handy dandy Stitch Mania journal. So that's my Maynia update. So basically you'll get, since Maynia started on a Wednesday, you get the Maynia update immediately. And so the next Maynia update, I probably shouldn't throw that over there, I'll forget, I'll get it later. Next Maynia update will be in a week, and so you'll get several starts that happened. Okay, whips that I worked on this week. Quite a few, actually, and I even had a new start. That was fun. So let me see. Oh, so I finished the first section of the Emerald City by Al Forrest Embroidery. So the second one has come out. That's going here. And it's the Witch of the North and the Scarecrow. So what I'm working on right here is the Witch of the North, and I'm using the DMC whatever it is, sparkly. Let's just put it that way. So I'm doing sparkly. I used that red, same kind for her shoes, made her have nice, pretty red shoes. Now the witch didn't have the red shoes because she already lost them, so she just has her slightly lighter gray stockings. So anyway, so I'm going to be doing the witch in the Blanc, and I think it's the 415 or something like that. One of the 400s. Anyway, kind of the gray, because she has a belt and some little spots in her dress and her cape. So anyway, that's coming along. I'm excited. So I'll keep working on that. I already have all the floss done. I'm doing that all in just the Mo Silk and the Sparkly DMC. Just because it's fun. Why not? I have the tin. Why not do that? Okay, so a lot of you answered or commented when I was talking about my dilemma with my Ink Circles Reflection of London. So I was doing this in Mo's Sail Silk, and I was doing it in Spring Bouquet. So it's this fun pink, yellow, and orange. Problem was, I was not going to have enough of this, and I only had one skein. So I then had to go into think mode. Mo was already out of it. She didn't have any more. She did let me post on her page if anybody had any, but it was crickets, so a lot of people suggested using multiple colors and doing them in different forms. So I decided to go with that, and I don't remember who it was. I'd have to look it up. Suggested doing certain sections, kind of circular, in different colors. So I have her 4 new silk flosses. So Spring Bouquet, and then we have Smoked Salmon, which is kind of a nice light pink. Under the Sea, which is this nice light blue. Kind of a little bit two-tone. There's even almost a blue-green, really light blue. So there's 2 tones of blue in there. And then Rainforest. So I have these 4 colors, and they actually work really well together. So what I decided to do, and you can kind of see where I started, is I'm going to do this outer section in the Spring Bouquet. And then I did the very top of Big Ben in the Spring Bouquet because I already finished it. So it was already kind of included in there, and I didn't want to tear it all out just to get rid of that. So this top section is in the spring bouquet, and then the rest is going to start in salmon. So that's where I got to. I got quite a bit more done. You can see down here where I started cropping in. So if we look at the pattern, well, I should say if we look at the picture, not the pattern. So basically all this external area in the top of Big Bend and all this is going to be the spring bouquet. Now then we'll take this inner part, so this tower, Big Ben, these areas here, and I'm thinking this little piece as well. So this piece, all that is going to be in the light pink. The, what is it? This one, smoked salmon. So that's going to be in smoked salmon. Then we'll do this kind of little V section, and the circle is going to be, I believe I was going to do it in Under the Sea. So I'll do that in the blue, because this blue you can see on this fabric. So that works for me. And then this part in the middle, the cross X, plus sign, whatever you want to call it, I'll do in the rainforest. Go away. I'll do in the rainforest. So it'll be very colorful on the outside, and then go pink, blue, green. So I'm excited about that. I think it's going to turn out really cool, and I cannot wait. So I actually contacted Mo because I've been on her fabric of the month, and I had her stop the fabric of the month and switch it over to floss of the month. And I'm just right now getting her solids. I have a lot of variegateds, and I need to find more stuff to do with the variegateds. I have a lot of patterns that I can use them for, but I kind of go back and forth between completing each stitch as I go with variegateds and doing one line, going back to kind of give it just a funky, fun look. Anyway, but I need more solids because I have a lot of frosted pumpkin, which is really good to sub with Mo's Sale. And the brain freeze, Tiny Modernist, another one. It's good to sub with Mo's Sale. Anyway, so that was that one. I think it's going to turn out really fun. I did get a couple of stitches, not a ton. I got some stitches in my Guardians of Notre Dame. Kind of added this whole section here and this right over here. So made a little more progress. I think I'm going to try to get the circle portion done and then work on finishing all the Guardians. So that's that one. I also pulled out one of my very old whips. Well, not super old. Christmas Eve time. Anyway, it's from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I love her stuff. I love Sally's stuff. It's awesome. I actually even got the needle minder to go with this one because it was so cute. Anyway, so this is the 12 Days of Stitchmas that she did that had the circle ornaments. So I'm just doing this on I think this looks like 14. Might be 16. It's either 14 or 16 count. Anyway, just using the called for DMC colors. So you can see I'm not very far along. I love it though, because this one I already made a mistake on, but you'll never be able to tell what it is. So, if you can, kudo points to you. Beauty is, it'll work with the mistake. I actually had that happen with Lady Justice. Made a little mistake. But the thing is, it's in the perfect spot where I don't have to frog it. I can just... It was one square with one solid that was off, but all that around it is another solid. So I'm just basically flip-flopping 2 squares, and it'll be perfectly fine. No one will ever know the difference. Love it. Love it when you make mistakes that you can leave in. And the frog can stay sleeping. Okay. So this was the last of my whips for this week. And it's the Floss Everywhere. It's the Cherries Jubilee by Glendon Place. And I didn't get too much done on this one. I just really added this line here. So, yeah, just a little bit on this one. But this is on a Blush and Bashful is the name of it. And it's by Under the Sea. This, I believe, actually I'm 90% sure I got it in like a scrap bag, or I got it from somebody who was selling scrap stuff, and it was the perfect color for it. Because the called for fabric is Truffle by Picture This Plus, but it's still, if you look at the picture, it's still kind of a pinky-ish fabric. So it works perfectly, and it works really well, I think, with the colors. So I love it. And my new start. So I don't have a picture of this one because I have this as a digital download, and this is my working copy of the pattern. I just printed the first page. So this is a Haid. Gotta love the Haids. One that I had kitted up. All the pretty flosses. And guess what it is? Can you? Just from the colors alone? Here, let's see if this helps you. This is what it looks like so far. Does this help? Oh, maybe if I actually showed you the right part, that would help. Too many folds! That help? Figured it out yet? Yeah, there's no way you're gonna figure it out. So this is Lust from the 7 Deadly Sins series. I know a lot of people do Vanity and Wrath, and I love those. I've got them all. I've got all 7 Deadly Sins kitted with fabric. Anyway, so I decided to start Lust. This is a really big piece of fabric. See? That is an entire page from there to there. Pen for reference. Yeah. 25 count, 1/1. I'm doing full crosses on this one. So, a lot of people often question the coverage of full crosses. I mean, when you get up close, you can see fabric through it a little bit. But you're not going to be looking at it this close. You're going to be looking at it from a distance. Perfect. So, I actually started this because of the challenge that Michelle started in Heaven and Earth Designs on the Facebook to get a page finish by something. June something, I think. I'd have to look it up. I'm just stitching on it. If I get it done, that's awesome. Anyway, but she did a challenge, and it was you had to start a new piece and you have to finish the first page in a certain amount of time. Go to her Facebook page and look it up. It's pretty fun. I like challenges. Let's see if I actually do this one. No. Let's see if I actually finish this one. Before I get into haul, I'm gonna have to get off my chair. Yeah. If you're in Maynia, you've seen this already. An entire, complete 489 color DMC collection in the Annie's Keepers. Aren't they just beautiful? I love them. I'm so happy I did this. So yeah, they don't tangle up. So I can pull it straight out. Come finger through it. Doo-doo-doo. Not tangled at all. Taking them in and out's easy. They don't tangle on each other, which is nice. So yeah, a lot of work. But I'm very glad I got it done. I'm going to have to see what colors I need for Aquamarina and pull that off and put it on my little project bar. One of these. This. So I usually just pull like 3 colors, whatever the 3 center colors are that I work with, because I'm not going to have much time to work more than with those 3. Anyway, so I do that, and then I'll stick this in the bag with it. Though I might have to get a bigger bag for that one. I don't think I have that in a gallon-sized bag. Fix that. Stick that over there with it. Okay. Haul, stashquisitions, things that I spent money on that will enhance more things that I can or have not yet done, and will add to the list of things that I need to yet do. However you want to put it. Yeah. Plus, a big, like this big box from Amazon. You know, they always package the boxes way bigger than you need. It's like you'll get this little tiny thing and it's in a box. It's like, you could fit like 400 of them in. Anyway. So, I'm doing my, one of my Maynia pieces on silk gauze, and so I've been debating back and forth between, you know, kind of doing the get the muslin, sew it on, cut it out, yeah. And I'm gonna try out the stretcher bars. I decided that would be fun. Why not? I really like. I think it was I think it's Vana, and the Twisted Stitcher, and she has used the stretcher bars for small ornament pieces, which I thought is brilliant. Because I prefer to work in hand, and some of those small ones can get a little gangly, but if you have them in a little thing, that actually might make it easier. Or even with beading. Do with that too. Anyway, so I have now added to my repertoire of hoops, squirrel rods, Q-snaps, stretcher bars. And of course, I had to get 2 of them. Because if you only get 1, you only get 2 of each size in one order. So to be able to make an 8x8 or a 4x4 or a 10x10, you have to get 2. So I got 2. If you're not worrying about that, then you can mix and match them. But for some stuff, I'll have solid things. So anyway, got the stretcher bars, and these, just got them off of Amazon. And these are the Frank and Edmonds Company. So, and they have that. What are you? What size are you? You're a small one. I think it has a 4, 6. No, there it is. 6, 8, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So it has a lot of sizes. So I'm excited to play around with these. It'll be a learning curve. Works for me. And brass tacks. Because everybody says get the brass, they don't rust. So it has a little tool. I doubt I'll ever use this many at one time, but who knows. So anyway, stretcher bars, tacks. Check. To finish up the last of the Annie's Keepers, finish up the last of the collection, I had to go to Joann's and get like 7 flosses that for some reason I didn't have in my 1.5 million colors. They're probably in a whip somewhere, and I just didn't feel like digging through them all, so I just went and bought it. So I also picked up some project cards. I like how people use these for their Mill Hill kits. So I know Christine from Stitch All the Things uses them, and Katie the Stash Queen uses them. So I decided I'd try it. With a little magnet here for a needle. So it comes in a 3-pack. Got it at Joann's with a 40% off coupon. It's cheap. So it'll be nice. This I specifically got for my Haid. Because I don't like to have a tip out when I'm stitching in case the fabric rolls up against it or something. And so I decided to get the click click Sharpies. I think that will come in quite handy. And it was pretty cheap on Amazon. It was like $7 or $8 for this. Which, if you buy Sharpies, that's cheap. It's really cheap. So I got that. Then Gina from Gina's Unique Boutique. Yeah, she posted needle minders that I have been looking for and looking at for ages. Gotta separate them. They're wanting to eat each other's magnets. Oh, let go, let go, let go. So it's the Funky Princesses. Pinup, tattooed, whatever you want to call them. I call them cool and awesome. So there we've got Merida and I love this one of Ariel. Love that one. Tinkerbell. Yeah, that's a fun one. Got another Ariel and Elsa and Alice. She looks a little creepy in that one, but it's the style. It works. Cinderella, Snow White, and Belle. They all have little sayings on them, too, that correspond with each of them. Pocahontas, Tiana, and Sleeping Beauty. Guys, I stitch in hand. I collect needle minders. Yeah. I love Gina's stuff. I'll link her. And of course I had to continue with my wonderful collections of Miras that I don't yet have. Florentina. I like this one. I believe it was Katie, Stash Queen, that is working on this. In one of her many whips. If I remember right, she said she liked it because of the cat. Little cat there. I love cats. Just allergic to them. But I love them. Okay. Oh, let's do this one. And of course, so I got that want to come out. So this is one I got off of eBay. Now I saw this down at a Stitcher's Paradise, finished and framed, and it was stunning, absolutely stunning. And yeah, Santa's Magic. And I'm pretty sure they did it on this called for fabric, which is... This was Desert Sand Linen. I don't even know if that's around anymore, but they did it on this, and it was gorgeous. So, I had to get this one. This was a must-get. So that happened. Oh, I am missing something. Hold, please. Found it. Put it in the wrong spot. I put it in the patterns, but not into the haul. So another one that we saw finished, my mom actually saw two different ones that were kind of finished, and she was like, oh, this one would be perfect for you. And then she saw this one, she's like, no, get this one. So they didn't have it, so I had to order it, which is okay. So this is a Imaginating by Diane Arthurs, and it's the cross-stitch collector. Did I mention I like collecting? So it says, I collect floss and fabric, buttons and ribbon. A stitcher's passion is her pattern collection. Yeah. And of course, since that you couldn't just buy that, it doesn't justify shipping. I got this. It's by Tarina Clark, and it's a Celtic Rainbow Star. I'm thinking of doing this in one of, I have some full hanks. No, half hanks. I don't know. I've got some hanks of some size from Mosale that are variegated from her Moana line. And I think this would be really fun. So yeah, love the Celtic stuff. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you know how I just showed you the pattern collector one? Let us continue. So this is from Cross Stitch Haven. So I'm trying to remember where I got that one from. I don't remember. This is from Cross Stitch Haven. And this, of course, was also brought around by A Stitcher's Paradise because I saw this one finished. It was in their back room. They didn't have it anymore. They didn't think they could get it anymore. That's why it was in the back room. I found it, happily enough, and I'm so excited for this. I'm going to take it out because I don't want glare on this one. It was to unzip. So, thank you, Teresa. I'm now hooked on Raise the Roof stuff. So, it's the Raise the Roof Halloween Town. Yeah. Love it. They had it finished up there, and it was so awesome. And I love Halloween. So it says, the clock's striking midnight as leaves twirl around, and the pumpkins are sleeping in Halloween Town. So, and the awesome thing is, it came with all the silks. So all the silks and the pattern. I love that it says, kit comes with silks and chart. No DMC conversion is provided because silks come with the kit. Makes sense. Anyway, so I got a whole nother, like, I could do a year of starts. I seriously could. And not dent what I have. Anyway, so I got that. And of course, because you can't just buy that, I got the Erica Michaels Peace Stocking. Like that. Pretty stocking. One can never have too many stockings. Then I decided to dive into the stockings of Carriage House Stamplings. And this is the Noah stocking. I thought that was really cool. Just like, look at all the animals. Ooh. How fun is that? For a lot of them, there are 2x2. Except for I don't think they could fit 2 alligators or crocodiles or whatever that is. And then more Raise the Roof. This is Words to Live By. This one was designed by Suzanne. And I love this. Holy Moses! It's the 10 Commandments in rhyme! So it's Words to Live By. Thou no God shall have but me, before no idol bend thy knee. Take not the name of God in vain, nor the Sabbath day profane. Give thy parents honor due. Take heed that thou no murder do. Good thought there. Abstain from words and deeds unclean. Steal no, for thou by God art seen. Tell not a wilful lie, nor love it. What is thy neighbor's, do not covet. So the only thing I'll be changing on this, and I mean, I love all the little designs they did on the border. See all those fun designs. So everywhere there's a T in the pattern, it's a little cross. But being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ, we don't do the symbol of the cross, because we focus on his resurrection and on his crucifixion. So I'll just change those to just regular T's. But this, I really love this pattern. So I'm excited to do it. And I just think it's a very fun way to do it in rhyme. I mean, it's brilliant. And then, of course, I had to start on the fence series. God, love the fence series. So I got the spooky fence, because how could you not want that little mummy? He's so cute. I love, let's see, how do they do it? Hang on, they tell how to do the mummy. Mummy's instructions. It's a whole paragraph right there. And has a little diagram for how to wrap it. Anyway, you use a silk ribbon. That's how you make the mummy. But yeah, so you got a little vampire, a witch, and a mummy. Now I'm just going to have to track down the buttons. That's going to be fun. Ooh. Maybe I won't have to. I could use some of the new bees buttons that are out. The Bee Company buttons. Oh, I'm going to do that, I think. Because I have some Halloween ones. And apparently my order qualified me for a free rhyme guard. So it's kind of cute. But as I said, I don't really use these, so I'm going to save this for a giveaway. I think it'll be perfect for the start of a giveaway pile. But that was very sweet. Okay, last bit. 37 minutes in. This was going to be fast. So Picture This Plus had their new 2019 colors, and they had the color packs. This was in the beginning of March. This was like March 1st or 3rd or 2nd or something like that, right around that time. And they had 20% off. And so I of course, got the packet. I mean, why not? Picture This Plus fabric is so perfect for so much stuff. So I got 32 count Lugana in all of their new 2019 colors. And I got a fat quarter, so an 18 by 27 of each of them. So let me unfold them out. So there were 4 new colors. So we've got Nessie. I can see a mermaid or a sampler on this one. Then we have Memory. Nice, pretty purple. And what's kind of showing up is almost grayish brown. That's actually just a darker purple. So, but that's a really pretty one. You can see a good Halloween piece on this one. And I've got a lot of Halloween pieces. This one is Heartland. Sing a song about the Heartland. My mom loves that movie. I haven't seen that movie in ages. What is the name of that movie? It's amazing when you remember the songs from a movie, but you can't remember the title of it. It's a George Strait movie. One of those country singers. Anyway, nice, pretty golden tan. This is a definite fabulous sampler one. And goodness knows, I've got a lot of samplers to do. And the last one is Demoiselle or something like that. People with fancy cursive. I think it's Demoiselle. Anyway, so it's a pretty light blue with splotches of kind of yellow and pink throughout it. It's a really pretty one. This would be a good maybe sky one or something with fairies. Ooh. Queen Mariposa might look good on this one. That's a Bella Filipina one. So, yeah. Told you I got quite a bit this go round. So, yeah. Yeah. Need to keep stitching. Just keep stitching. Just keep stitching. So, anyway, so that's it for today. For this last week. Hope everybody is having fun with Maynia. If you're doing Maynia in whatever way you choose to do it, that's the beauty of Maynia. There are no rules. And I always have to chuckle a little when people are like, is this the right way to do Maynia? There's no rules. That's the beauty of it. If you want to work on whips, you work on whips. If you want to do new starts, you do new starts. If you want to do one new start, you do one new start. If you want to do 31, you do 31. If you want to do, Katie likes to do her age. So, you know, she could be doing like 34, 35, 36, whatever her age is. I don't know if she's that old. Sorry, Katie. But, you know, you can do your age. You can do 4 starts and do 1 start a week and work on it for the whole week. People are doing that. You have ones that are doing, I think, kind of Stitch Mania for a finish and are working on finishing stuff. You have those that just sit back and say, you're all nuts and I'm going to watch what you're going to do and kudo points to you and enjoy. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing over here and not worry about this. So yeah, in whatever way you're choosing to do that, have fun, enjoy, you know, be stitching everything you can. That's the fun of it. I love it. And I'm going to keep going with Maynia, keep up my little tiny decision wheel, keep those projects starting, and I'll have quite a few to show you next week. And yeah, and I think that's it for today. So have fun stitching, just be happy and smiley and enjoy what you're doing. Bye.